And some soldier stories on this Memorial Day, a filmmaker's race against time to capture their memories of war.
This is the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.
One filmmaker does not expect to set any box office records. He just wants to make sure that Americans never forget the soldiers' stories from America's biggest war. As Wyatt Andrews tells us, it is a race against time to capture their stories.
Good morning. Larry Cappetto.
Larry Cappetto isn't just looking for a few good men.
I just want you to relax today.
He's looking for every World War II veteran he can find.
Were you in the Battle of the Bulge?
He is taping their recollections of war and weaving them into documentaries. 5 films so far, all of them on World War II.
We had a job to do and we were doing it. My God, we went out there and did it.
And in all of them, these voices, the voices of the vets themselves, tell the story.
Death was there on the beach. You could smell it.
There was only 3 of us left in the entire company of 250 men.
Many of the veterans are reliving a personal hell for the first time.
Everything was gone.
This veteran's twin brother died beside him.
I should have died with him. I wanted to die. I really did. Just my life had ruined. Half of me died when he died.
When people watch my films, I want them to feel like me on the other end of that camera, getting that personal side of war, going down those rope ladders, landing on those beaches.
Cappetto's search for these surviving veterans has been relentless. In 4 years, he's interviewed almost 400 combat veterans, assembling one of the largest oral histories ever recorded of Americans at war.
There were hundreds of thousands of bullets.
One of the most compelling of those stories came from D-Day veteran Lewis Johnson, a Navy vet who manned a machine gun as he landed on Omaha Beach.
It was the worst day of my life.
Johnson and Cappetto are now a team, sharing these stories at schools. Cappetto showing students the taped history and Johnson being history.
What do you think you told them that they needed to know?
The carnage, the killing, the maiming, the blood. You don't get that in history books.
After 4 years in Iraq, America has lost 3,300 lives. But on D-Day, there were 3,000 killed within hours. For the students, the enormity of that sinks in.
It's like you relive the event with them. To know that so many men gave up their life just for us, they gave me a deeper appreciation.
Okay, Joe, right into the camera. Go ahead.
As he tapes these interviews, Cappetto asks these veterans to salute, and they don't hesitate. He believes it's more than patriotism.
When I see those veterans salute, that's what I feel like. I feel like they're saying goodbye. They've done their service to our country.
On Memorial Day, we honor those who have died for America. But Cappetto isn't waiting for death. Interview by interview,
The night before you went in on D-Day, where were you? And what...
he's honoring these veterans right now.
Do you consider yourself a hero?
No.
Wyatt Andrews, CBS News, Monroe, Louisiana.